How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back in. My name is UpMind, and we have map number 2 between GGPR Esports and SKDC coming to you guys in what would be just a couple of seconds. Map number 1, if you guys missed it, was Train, and that ended up going over towards the side of GGPR 16-9. So just like that, GGPR, they put themselves in the driver's seat for a spot in the Mountain Dew League. Wow. This has really been the moment that a whole lot of you GGPR fans have been looking forward towards. Well, let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the game. GGPR on D2, starting off on the T side. It's almost fully long at this point, but SKDC, look at the amount of information that they're gaining up at the moment. 2 players wrapping all the way around into their spawn, and not only that, but Creed, he might be able to hear all of this, but he might be that first contact point. So look at this at this point. No, that battle won't happen. Instead, it's going to be Desi on the front lines trying to hold back that initial hold. Creed, he is going to get sandwiched out, but this is a valiant effort. Player right behind him will be able to take him down. No! Semphis takes a little while to actually get the kill down, but they take cat control. Lowrider gets the kill onto Sensu. Semphis and Desi, the last 2 players remaining. Desi looking for one of these cheeky headshots, but he was all the way down to 5 HP anyways. Ends up going down to the end. And GGPR, in comparison to what was their map number 1, they finally went out a pistol round. Ooh, somebody sent a lot of crackling sounds. Thank you for that. I think that's just my camera being all doo-doo sometimes. But I do appreciate that. For some reason, my camera interferes with my microphone output. It's a really weird thing. It should not be happening. But hey, I appreciate it though. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a rounded. Just a couple of pistols won't be too insane of a hold off. If anything, some economic damage in the hands of GGPR. Semphis with a P250. Sensu gonna get held back. Vic with a quad kill on the round 2-0 scoreline. Sensu. Look at this position from him. Mag 7. Right on top of that B choke point. Even then, SapphireKelowna.com, not much to work with. This Mag 7 is really just their only hope, isn't it? Sensu just dropped down a little bit. The Mag 7 popping off. Gets a singular frag. Was close to getting a second. But not only that, but this rotation in for SKDC. It is effective in terms of frags. They do get themselves one. Vic, watch out though. He's only down to 50 HP. And that's going to be a frag back. So much damage being done by teammates. You saw Exotic with technically the assist there. That smoke is about to dissipate. Lowrider has to go for this battle. But Desi's going to win it out with the AK. And not only that, but the pistols. They overwhelm GGPR. That's a 2-1 scoreline. So this is where things get tricky. You have GGPR with almost a full buy at this point. A couple of AK-47s, even an AWP in the hands of Vic. It's not a glass cannon like we were seeing from SKDC multiple times throughout that CT side on Train. But the util is insanely essential in a sense. They use it to cover up mid. With just a very easy smoke onto Xbox, but otherwise SKDC, they're not actually watching over mid. They have none of that information, but instead they're going to stack up a couple of players on A. In comes the take. Good smoke usage, by the way. Two of the only smokes that these guys actually have, and they end up stacking them between CT side and just a cat lineup, and just like that, they're going to be able to take away the 2 frags. Ocean, the last person remaining over on that A side. He's still holding out for what would be a little bit of a long jump, but he still has to watch out for this 1v1 against Jorge. Jorge in front of him. Good peek by Ocean, but he's going to readjust, and he misses out on the opportunity to take down Jorge. Instead, now it's going to be Sensu and Desi to try to take this one back. Good stuff from Vic on the shot. Desi, the last one remaining, trying to run away, but Lowrider has his back. 3-1. Ooh, corner smoke and long. That's going to be effective against the op. Didn't really expect SKDC to even have a buy in this one, but considering the fact that they were able to replenish most of their cash off of that round 3 victory, it's not exactly that big of a surprise. At this point, the rifles might be able to combine a little bit, but even then, Vic in a tricky scenario with this AWP being the first contact out of B tunnels. Another effective Xbox smoke. But this time it's going to be for the lower tunnels peak. Exotic. Gonna go down to Ocean. Ocean has the angle that his teammate did not peek, but Jorge, that's an off angle that won't be useful. Iki takes him down. That's just frustrating, but now at this point, Vic still in lower tunnels with a double hold of Cat at the moment for SKDC. This is really just a minefield for GGPR to actually make their way around, considering the fact that they even have a player watching long from their spawn, watching all the way from mid, actually. That being Semphis. Semphis is going to miss out on a very crucial shot against Creed, but Creed looking for heroics, and it's simply not going to happen. Another big round for SKDC. When they were on the ropes in terms of economy, too, they were able to really pick up the pace. And not only that, but leave their opponents against the ropes for their wallets. Just around 2K for a lot of their players. Am I seeing this right? Did the map between Varia Pro and Kinship just end? How long was that overtime? Oh, 1915. Alright, so it wasn't that bad. They just haven't started in the next map yet. Unfortunate. At least in this game, we're going fast and furious. I think if you guys are interested in seeing that game, I'll actually be commentating it right after this alongside Swisher. That'll be a fun time. Pistols for GGPR. All over the place. Ocean still holding things down. Good look away from the flash. Good call out from Desi. And has to use the whole clip for the deke. Still gets a 3K though. Can't take it away from him. Ocean and Semphis both stacking up over towards long. The pistols still on the menu for GGPR, but they're actually going to be able to get a kill in lower tunnels. That's just another unfortunate one for SKDC. Don't know how they're really lighting up these early frags, but I think all they really need to do is really just hold on back, man. They don't need to hold up so strong. So aggressive? What in the world is going on? What? They can't even afford to be aggressive. It's just not working. Ocean, are you kidding me? He's gonna lose on that long-range battle, and not only that, but the pistols are working again! Dusty can't hold it back! GGPR might be able to win out this eco, unless Semphis has something to say about it. All these players are late, and oh my, the dig for Semphis! It's ringing out true. Oh, that lobby up for the nade. Does not work out, but even then, Creed and Exotic super low in HP, but they still have the choke down. They have a crossfire going on. Semphis is not going to peek out Creed at all. That's an eco dump for GGPR. Flippy, what are your thoughts on that round?
I'm still laughing. What? That should not have ever happened in any world, ever.
You heard it here first, folks. Should not have been able to happen. As, even us here at the booth were perplexed. But GGPR, they're still able to win that one out. But even then, in early starts from Hiki, is able to get a kill back onto Vic. Ocean around a corner with an MP9. That's effective damage, but it's not the kill. Creed still alive with 25 HP. No, in comes Semphis. Yet another opportunity to get himself a little bit of a multi-frag, but that Molly actually belts him in the face. Oh my. Double CT hold over towards Cat. Still one trying to make their way around. The smoke is going to get covered up. I'm sorry, the Molly's going to get covered up by the smoke, but instead Creed has the angle. Oh, Desi, that's disgusting. Massive flick. Jorge and Ram going to go for the wide swing. Oh no. Exotic now, 1v3. So many angles to watch over in SKDC. Well, the dismount is good. The liftoff, not so much. They do have the defuse on. Sensu does have the kits. 4-4. What a weird start. Weird start to say the least. D2 was a whole lot cleaner by GGPR yesterday, I'll tell you guys that much. I mean, T-side period. It was flawless. Absolutely flawless from GGPR. Not dropping a singular round after they were able to take, if I'm not mistaken, 7 rounds in a row on the T side of D2 yesterday to win out their game. Hiki, oh, what a flick. That's huge. Not only that, look at the stack up of nades used up by GGPR. These guys know what's up. Jorge, a clip, 3 kills. Why not? The Galil is still alive, folks. Jorge, what in the world? Sensu and Semphis, last 2 players remaining now. It's unbelievable that Jorge was actually able to win that one out with a Galil. 3 easy frags for him. I mean, I don't know anyone that actually practices the Galil spray pattern, but there you go. It's definitely Jorge. Kid's been studying. Lowrider with the last kill. GGPR, 5-4. SKDC will have to go back to pistols. Deep breaths, folks. It only goes uphill from here, and I would like to hope. That's really the quality for both of these sides. SKDC been taking some really scrappy rounds to make their way back in. Same thing with GGPR. It's not orthodox. Good lineup for Vic. He's going to be able to get himself 2. Good stuff from Lowrider helping him out with the flashes. Ocean now on site. Oh my god. Dude, all of these wide swings for GGPR just work. Like, it's not a joke. It's not me overemphasizing. I mean, they just go for the craziest swings. And it just works. 6-4. SKDC They're going to opt for a half buy here, as most of their players just have around 3K to 4K. A 4-man stack of tunnels for GGPR. A couple of players, they have early mid control. Semphis, he doesn't spot a player crossing, but he will get him back right in the middle of doors. That nade's not going to be deep enough to really do a lot of damage. Could have done so much more. Semphis is glass cannon scout right now. But he has that 3K. He saved up as much money as possible, really just to get some money back for an op next round. Hiki, good damage though. He might be able to get a second kill off of it, but he ends up going down. So instead, now it's going to be Semphis back up on the B site, looking for now a second. Not going to be able to get the shot. Lowrider stays alive. Now it's just down to Ocean and a 1v2. He picks up the AK over towards mid, so that does help him out with a little bit of firepower. But not only that, Creed, hello, he's in tunnels, low on HP. This would be a good start for Ocean, and yes, it will. He has the angle. Lowrider with a peek. That was so crucial. Ocean has a chance, but he's not going to be able to strike down GGPR. By the skin of their teeth, they almost lose out to the half buy. This is a big one for SKDC. They do actually have a buyback. Ocean, what an opportunity squandered. He gets popped out, but Semphis is still here to help. Another huge pop flash. Vic, he solos that one. The impromptu flash does it for him. 2 players in his crosshairs, no problem. Double up setup for GGPR because why not? They're on the T side. Sensu. He does spot one out. That's Jorge. Jorge still wins out the battle. His opponent spotted him out first. But in comes Desi swinging in. Jeez Louise. And that's the round. Lowrider. He goes hunting for Desi. That is not only the round, but that's the half won by GGPR. And not only that, but SKDC, they don't have a lot of money to work with. 2K to 3K in the bank. They're not going to be able to buy it all. What's up, Jorge? Able to get an easy 2K. Returned back by Desi, though. It does have the AK in his hands. GGPR. That's another easy cleanup for him. Just stat padding at this point. Sensu. Looking for a couple of headshots, and my god. That's just scary. Every single player for GGPR remaining there. Peeked him out and ramp. Two more rounds left in the half. GGPR more than halfway to the ultimate goal of a lot of tier 3, tier 2 players, a lot of young North American CS players. It's almost the upper echelon. It's the next path to the top, the Mountain Dew League within a couple of rounds. And then, now at this point, SKDC can't really hold back. Hiki and Ocean go down early and long. But Semphis, this is a great angle. He's been really good with the AWP thus far this game. And he could continue his streak. Good smoke up. It will allow for a little bit of an off angle, but Lowrider has the peek in. Finds a leg on and will be able to strike again. Semphis thought that he was slick, but no way he can actually make his way through. Sensu now sitting up in the smoke. That smoke might dissipate in just a little bit, and indeed it will. In comes Sensu, able to get 1, make it 2. Still Desi on site, makes it a 1v1, but Jorge wins it out. The intuition on the man. The tightest angle to actually peek, and he wins it. Dramatics once again, made within 10 seconds. GGPR, they have a knack for just getting restricted down to those 2v2s, the 1v1s within a flash. SKDC, they've been really tricky thus far. in terms of spacing, but even then they survive. Three FAMASes, 3 FAMI, and Exotic. Exotic's literally just holding W. How the man can do that and how he can even go out mid doors is insane to me. 2 players coming up from lower. No way, no way, no way. Do they know? No, no, no. The ball is gonna. No way, Exotic gets on second. Here he does. Oh, no. The weirdest game of cat and mouse. Did they know that Exotic was there at all? I think they were checking it. But Exotic exposes his position with the molly. But he's still able to get 2. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Oh god. Flippy, your thoughts?
This is, oh my goodness, this is just things that shouldn't have happened in Counter-Strike 101. Right here. Like, there's no way, with a minute 20 left in the round, Exotic should have been able to make his way out mid-doors.
Well
like,
said.
I don't, oh goodness, I can't. This game hurts. It hurts my brain because it's hard to follow as an observer, too. Trying to figure out what's going on. Because at this point, I don't even know if the players know what's going on half the time.
So it makes it harder for you?
Yes. And again, life is already difficult, so that's what it is.
Well said, Flippy. Go back to your den. Ladies and gentlemen, that was quite the finish to the half. That was quite the entertaining half, to say the least. GGPR is fortunate to make it out alive. But, again, you just have to kind of put in kind of a question mark on things. How was Exotic able to run his way out mid-doors 20 seconds into a round? How somebody could have called that out? Potentially. Potentially so. But even then, it's perplexing. But GGPR will take all of it. They're only 5 rounds away from the Mountain Dew League. For those wondering, by the way, that is not my secondary caster. If I had a secondary caster, he would be talking a whole lot more. That is indeed Flippy Bits, ladies and gentlemen. That is our observer for the day. He was our producer and observer throughout the playoffs. He does very commendable and respectable work. You guys can follow him on Twitter at FlippyBitsGG on Twitter. Oh, boy. And of course, I'm your host, Minderino, the man with the afro and whatnot. If you guys are interested in any other of my work, you can follow me on Twitter at @upmind_. It's been fun, folks. It's been quite the long ride. I've been here since ESEA main. Been here through playoffs, and what might be the epic conclusion of this saga of them trying to make their way into MDL. And I'll still be there too. For those who don't know, I am talent for ESEA. I do commentate for ESEA on their channel for the Mountain Dew League. So certainly it will be quite the change of pace, quite the change of tempo to actually see them on the ESEA channel. Who knows, man? Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, pistol round underway in this second half. SKDC, SapphireKelowna.com. They have a couple of things to clean up, but most of it just comes down to the hard 1v1s, which I know for a fact that they can actually take back. This team is still a force, but in comes Vic. Vic does take back one, looking at least for a second. He can't, but instead now it's just overwhelming from Hiki and Desi, where they find a couple. Exotic now the last one remaining on this 1v2 after his teammate goes down, and in one fell swoop, SapphireKelowna.com, they find themselves a pistol round. Nade coming in. Jorge. The man only has a deagle to hold off. But Lowrider, he's here to actually help out in terms of this cross. The smoke goes up. Jorge still has the angle. Not going to be able to get a kill off of it. So instead, Jorge's still in